Hi guys! So this video is going to show you exactly how to weave your loom, okay, for your Christmas sweater or whatever kind of loom you have. So what you're going to need is you're going to need your loom, you're going to need scissors, tape, and your yarn, or if you're in class with me, you have a yarn monster. And you've watched the video of how yarn monsters work. You just pull one string at a time, and they don't get tangled. So you're going to grab your yarn and your piece of paper. And we're going to make what's called a shuttle. And here's one that I've used quite a bit. So what we're going to do is you're going to fold this shuttle in half. Actually, this piece is too big. So I'm going to cut it. Okay. So you're going to fold your shuttle in half. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your piece of yarn, just a little bit of the end in there. Okay. You're going to fold your shuttle over. Then you're going to take a piece of tape. Okay, and you're going to wrap your shuttle with duct tape, just like that, okay? Now, you're going to take another piece of tape and you're going to put it on the yarn, okay? This keeps it from coming out of the shuttle, okay? The first piece keeps the shuttle together. The second piece keeps the yarn from coming out of the shuttle, okay? And you just wrap it around the bottom, just like that, okay? So then, I actually forgot to tell you, you're going to need one marker, okay? And then, on your loom, you're going to color on every other line, okay? So, I'm going to color one, okay? And I can color all the way down if I want to. I just like to color the tops. So I'm going to do all the odd. I'm going to color all the odd. So 1, 3, I'm going to color. So see here, if I like numbered them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, right? I'm going to color all the odd. So 1, 3, 5, 7, and what's the last odd number? You said 9. You're right. Okay. This is going to help us so much when we do our weavings. Okay. So we have all of our odd strands, our odd warp threads colored. Okay. Our even warp threads are not colored. All right. So now we're going to take our shuttle. We're going to go under every warp thread that is colored. Okay. So number 1 is colored. I'm going to go under it. I'm going to go over the ones that are not colored. So 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, I'm going to go under. Okay. I went over all the other ones. And then you're going to pull your shuttle all the way through, and you're going to pull your yarn through until you get to the very, very end. Now, be careful not to pull it all the way through. I'm going to leave a little bit. Now I'm going to push this yarn all the way to the bottom, okay? All the way to the bottom, just like that. Now, so we went under the colored ones. So now we're going to do the opposite of what we just did. So we're going to go under the non-colored ones. So we're going to go under the even numbers. So we go under 8, under 6, under 4, under 2, right? We pull our shuttle all the way through. And then we're going to pull our yarn all the way through. But this time, we're going to put our finger right here on our loom. We're not going to move our finger. Watch this. Because we're going to pull, and it's going to catch on our finger. Now, we're going to push it down, and then we're going to pull just a little bit more gently, okay? If you pull too tight, you have what's called salvage. So watch this. See how I pulled too tight and it pulled my yarn with me, with it? So that's called salvage, and you don't really want that, especially when we're trying to make a sweater right here, because it'll look like your sweater does whoop, 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 whoop. It'll look like your animal's body's crazy shaped, okay? So now we're going to do the opposite again, but I'm going to show you what will happen if you do the same as what you just did, okay? So I just went under, so stop what you're doing. Don't follow along with me, okay? Because I'm going to show you a bad way to do something. So just watch this. So I'm going to go under all of the evens because I just went under all the evens, right? I'm going to show you what happens whenever you do that because it's going to happen to all of us. It even happens to me lots of times. I'm going to put my finger here. I'm going to pull, pull, pull. I have lots of yarn that keeps getting caught. Pull, 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 pull. There's my finger. Now I'm going to pull gently and watch it undoes it, right? So if you find yourself where you just keep undoing your weaving, it's because you're not doing the opposite, okay? You have to do the opposite of what you did before. So I'm going to go over, under, over, under, over, under. I went under all the evens, okay? So what's my next one? Am I going to go under the evens or am I going to go under the odds? If you said under the odds, you are correct. I'm going to go over the evens, under the odds, okay? Under the odds, over the evens. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. All right. Then I'm going to, there's my shuttle through. I'm going to put my finger here. I'm going to pull, pull. Make sure my yarn doesn't get tangled. Pull, 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 pull. Pull, 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 pull. Okay. Then I'm going to smoosh it down to where it's real close to each other. And you can smoosh it down hard. That way it's really tight. And it looks really nice. Okay. So you're going to keep doing this until you get to the top. Now, what happens if you run out of warp thread, right? So let's pretend I only have this much and it's over here. What you do is you cut it off. Cut your warp thread off, okay? So if I'm going to switch colors, even if I'm going to switch colors, you can cut it off, leave a little bit of area, okay? So it's off my shuttle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo this bottom piece of tape, okay? And then you can smoosh your shuttle and open it up. And then you're just going to put in another piece of yarn. I'm going to keep the same color and keep going. And then sometimes you can reuse this piece of tape. And you're going to put tape over it and then keep weaving. But you're going to start over here. And then you're going to do the opposite of what you just did. So this last one is under odd. So I'm going to go over odd, under even. Over odd, under even. Under, non-colored, over, colored, under, non-colored, over, colored. Then I'm going to pull, 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 pull. Okay. Pull, 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 and push, smoosh down to the bottom, right? Then I'm going to keep going. So this is a lot of fun once you get the hang of it. It's really hard at the beginning, just because you don't really know how it works. But once you get the hang of it, man, it is a breeze. And don't forget, if you have questions, to ask 3 people before you ask me, because I promise you're going to have a friend who knows how to do this really, really well, and they're going to be able to help you, which is a whole lot more fun than me coming to help you, right? Because they're your friends. You get to hang out with them all the time. So I cannot wait to see what you create and to see how these turn out. So I'm going to keep weaving, and I will upload a picture of what mine looks like when it's done. All right, friends. Happy making. Bye, guys.